YouTube, what is going on? I have had a pretty good reaction to some of the recent rant videos I've been doing. I've done one on quality control, I've done one on prices. I thought I would jump into the statues or figures debate. Which is better? Obviously, I'm a statue fan. I think statues are better than figures. Why do I think this? Statues are bigger. The quarter scale format, which is all of these pieces down here, is bigger than most of the Hot Toys, that being 1/6 scale. So those ones are about 30 centimeters tall or 12 inches if you're in the States. Having them bigger, I think, works better. They can get more onto the figure, I think. There are some quarter scale figures out there. Hot Toys, NBA have done quarter scale figures, but that brings me to my second point. Figures feel like dolls. Now, I used to be a figure collector. This was a long time ago. I had a lot of the early Sideshow horror 1/6 figures. Ash from Army of Darkness, Evil Ash, all the New Line horror guys, all those classic figures. When I got my first premium format, that was the Ash premium format, I got him in and I held up the figures next to him, and it just didn't compare anymore. When I see the figures, especially now since, you know, Hot Toys has come on the scene and changed the game quite a lot, yes, they can be very impressive. The sculpts can be great. The accessories, the clothes can be excellent too. But when I see them, when I have them in my hand, they feel like dolls. That's an argument that you could make about these guys as well. These are, you know, expensive sort of action figures, people could say, or other people have said. So maybe it's a silly distinction I'm making, but that's how I feel about it. They feel like dolls to me. So I talked about negatives. What about positives? For statues, I prefer them, well, number one I've talked about, because they're bigger. Number two, I think they can get more into the sculpts and into the mixed media. I also prefer having them in the one pose. I don't like having to play with them to get them into a pose. I quite like, usually I like the poses that whichever company is making them puts them in. They choose generally, you know, iconic poses directly from the films that they're in, perhaps, for them. They're usually not too out there, so I like that they are posed already. There we have it, guys. A little rant, my opinion perhaps, on the figures versus statues debate. For me, it's all about statues. I know people out there collect both, or they collect exclusively figures. So no doubt those people, if you're having a look at this video, might get a little bit upset and have a comment down below. Feel free to, that's what it's for. My thoughts on the statues versus figures debate. It will never end. Thanks guys, I'll see you on the next video. That will be a classic premium format review. This week, the Dutch premium format from Sideshow from a couple of years ago. Another Arnold premium format video. Go, get to the chopper!